Chance always hangs out. I see Chance out all the time. T-Mac, not so much. Not ever, really.
In the city.
What city?
City of Compton.
What happens?
We keep it rocking. We keep it rocking. Come on. Shake it, baby. Yeah,
This man is
hot. That was one of the fiest halftime shows I ever seen, Shannon.
The only one that I've heard that I think that I liked more was the Prince Purple Rain While It Was Raining. I think that's probably number one. But everything outside of that.
It's funny. Did you see the meme about Prince looking down from heaven, judging y'all when y'all said this was the best halftime show ever?
I wasn't gonna do that. I was never going to offend the king now. And I will say I'm a Michael Jackson person before I'm a Prince person. But sometimes you just put respect on people's name for what they have done. And that Purple Rain in the Rain, it's insane.
So you saying Prince's halftime was better than Mike Jack?
It's Purple Rain in the rain. That's some Dr. Harvey shit.
Mike Jack was on top of the Jumbotron and then disappeared into the Jumbotron and appeared on stage in seconds.
I mean, yes. You know, I always respect the King of Pop. But Rain, what can you do if you're singing Purple Rain in the rain?
I mean, it was fire. Prince's was fire. Prince was fire. I think you kind of treat that like legends in different time periods, right?
Yeah, they I just saw one of my homies was like, one person's music lives on forever. Marvin Gaye or Luther Vandross. I'm like, how? How you gonna?
All of them? Everybody?
Exactly. That was my response. I was like, you really just choosing violence today for no reason. Why would you ruin somebody else's day trying to come up with an answer to that?
You know, that person that's trying to answer the question and come up with the answer ruined their own day. I'm just saying I cannot choose.
He said, hey, do me a favor, big dog. Ruin your own life first.
You know, we can do. You have to choose. I cannot choose.
I don't have to, actually. I am telling you that I refuse to choose.
Yeah. It was so before we get to halftime, let's talk about the pregame festivities. So you said earlier, I can't recall where they've played Lift Every Voice and Sing before the game.
They did for the opener of this season.
And then didn't do it again, and then did it at the Super Bowl.
It's the NFL. What did you expect?
I mean, hey, but I will say they were smart, though. They got that out the way early. They got that out the way. Huh?
Sidebar, that is the Hampton way. That's basically high school day. Hey, let's get the choir out. Let's clean. Hey, spick and span everything. This needs, the place looks good usually. Make it look new today. And that's what the NFL did. Hey, we finna have Snoop, Dr. Dre, Mary J. Blige, Kendrick Lamar. Hey, let's go ahead and lift every voice and sing that thing too. Go ahead, add that in there. But what they should have done is added them little kids, let them do lift every voice and sing. They did the best job of lifting.
They got some good clean black stuff. They got Mary. Ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing, that's about as good as you're gonna get.
That boy started out with, they got some good clean blacks. Boy, help me, Lord. But no, the kids that were singing Lift Every Voice and Sing.
Mm-hmm.
By the gift of magic, hopefully Reggie will put that right here, and then y'all be able to enjoy the best video.
First off, before we keep going, stop doing that, because now you forcing me to put
That's the best video I have seen in like the last 12 years.
The little kids with the lift every voice.
Man, they was nailing it. And it was the kids was dancing.
The black kids were dancing.
Yes.
The ones that were melanin deficient were just standing in the back.
Hey, they was there. We support all allies, man. Shout out to John Brown.
But yeah, so they got Mary to sing, lift every voice to sing, and then they got Mickey Guyton, they found a black country singer, a really good one, and Mickey Guyton, and even though they had the gaff and messed around and put her name as Jenna Aiko. That was funny.
You guys all look alike. Ta-da!
Yeah, that's bad to say when
NFL go NFL, baby. You know that now. You know what that is.
Yep. But that was cool. And then we get to the halftime show, dog, and Dr. Dre showed up.
The Lifetime Achievement Award.
Yeah. So I think a lot of people thought this was Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg and Eminem and Mary J. Blige. It was Dre and Kendrick Lamar. It's really Dr. Dre featuring Eminem, featuring Snoop Dogg, featuring Kendrick Lamar, featuring 50 Cent, featuring Mary J. Blige.
No, you got this wrong as well. What this actually is a divorce celebration for a man who feels like life is going well for him now. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring out some of my richest and most influential friends to let you know that I'm up, baby. You can keep on hating too.
Dang, the Hawks pissing me off. But yeah,
I'm not letting they are now the Trey Hawks. They were the Nate Hawks, now they're the Trey Hawks.
Giving up on the season already.
Let Trey coach him, and whatever happens, happens. I am no longer letting Trey Young stress me out. So yeah, go ahead, shoot every shot. Hopefully, you go for 40, maybe 50 tonight.
Well, back to the
matter at hand.
Yeah, Snoop came out there in a Crip flag and some glasses and hit the blunt before coming on, which was exactly what everything expected. Like that hit, I was like, "Oh, we here now." Like,
what did y'all expect? What do y'all think Snoop's pre-work? Everybody got something they got to do before they go to work.
Mm-hmm.
I've watched Snoop his entire career. The man is consistent, and it's legal in that state. Let that man flourish. And then the New York Post, some snitches. I just saw where it was like Snoop Dogg smokes before.
Water is wet.
No, stop telling all the time. There's so many telling ass people in the world. Oh, you want to know what I saw today? Actually, no, I don't. Get a podcast, and if people listen to it, then maybe they want to hear. Otherwise, shut up with your telling ass. Don't tell me who telling on Instagram. Straight flexing.
So then Snoop Dogg came out there, and his performance was fire. They had, I don't even know how many dancers they had. Then 50 Cent came in there, hanging upside down. I don't want no smoke with 50, so y'all can call 50 what y'all want. They called him Dollar Bill. The internet called him a. Yeah, they said he's a busted packet of biscuits.
So this is what I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna call him a man who survived 7 shots or 9 shots.
9 shots, and he made a smart investment before Robin Hood was a thing. So
and he's taking more shots than Kyrie and Ben Simmons. So congrats on that.
Now you do the scope. I do.
Now I've been double guns lately too, man. Well, that's only when I'm really ready to go into a whole nother level. What else? It was something else.
Yeah, 50. And then after 50, so that was like the New York set. It was 50. He did In the Club, and then they had Mary J. Blige on top. And she did her, Mary did her joint.
Kiara was one of the dancers.
Yeah.
Always support the Hampton people.
Mm-hmm.
Being everywhere. Kiera Harper did an excellent job with Mary J. Blige, and as we give a shout out to Kiera, also let's give a shout out to Mary J. Blige, Boots and Thighs.
Hey man, and I got the okay to talk about this because my wife was like, "Damn, you see Mary J. Blige's thighs?" I was like, "I'm glad you said something. They are there."
I didn't even know she had thighs. I thought she had feet and a head.
Long,
she like Miss
and
Potato
long
Head as far
ankles.
as
I thought she had long ankles.
never seen. No, I have never seen Mary J. Blige's thighs. Didn't even know they existed. Nope, figment of just my imagination.
Now that you've said that, now that you've mentioned it though, they was tired out there, boy.
Man,
they was waving hello.
Boy,
and I was like, "Come on, Mary."
I saw the thighs and wanted to tell lies, boy. Let me tell you.
Oh my God, I'd be Bill Gates if you need me to be.
Man, I will build you a gate if you need one.
Yep.
And she got the song talking about she just gave up all her money. Well, I got my own job, Miss Blige. Whatever you, Auntie Blige.
What do you want me to call
Blige.
You? She'd be like, "What's your name, Stedman?" My name is Stedman.
My name is
Ficky Stedman Shady.
Hey, Eminem, you cut, fam. It's over for you, big dog.
So Mary came out there, did her thing, and I think I read somewhere that like her nephew passed away, or her aunt passed away, or somebody close to her, someone in her family. I think his nephew passed away. She almost didn't do it. So that was allegedly the story behind like when she just kind of just fell backwards at the end because it was a lot emotionally for her to perform.
I would assume so. I mean, and you're at the Super Bowl. You just had this pretty public divorce. Yeah, you just wrote a song about it. And yeah, you paying alimony. So there's that. Yeah. Happy Black History Month.
So then after Mary J. Blige, you had Kendrick Lamar. Fire set. I can't remember the Marvel group that
you're talking about the Golden Lords.
The Golden Lords
came from Meteor Man. If you haven't seen Meteor Man, number one, you've shown your age. Number two, you are missing out on what I ain't gonna call it a black classic. It's just an excellent movie. I think it is a classic on its own. Shout out to one of the comedy gods, Robert Townsend.
Yeah, but the Golden Lords are actually based off the Golden Lords of Marvel in the comic book. So yes, you're right. You're correct. There you go. But so that was fire, and that showed the thought that was, and then of course he did. Kendrick Lamar does everything. You notice that they bleeped out that we hate Popo.
Oh no! Now it was edited because at the beginning it says if Pyrus and Crips all got along, cut.
None of that was there. And we hate Popo. Want to see us dead with a beat on the floor, nigga. Like that was all gone. But Dre,
that is messed up that we have to edit ourselves from our truth. Hey, but critical race theory all over again.
They did it. So the set was fire because they was all. I think that was Crenshaw Boulevard. That was the whole set was. Like it was the city of LA, but all the buildings and stuff was stuff on Crenshaw. If I may be wrong, California people, if I'm wrong, let me know. But I'm pretty sure that was supposed to represent.
Yes, Crenshaw. Direct your ire and anger at Reggie, not me. I'm just going with.
No, not ire and anger. I love LA. Come on now. I'll wear whatever color is acceptable to not offend anybody.
Gray. Be out there dressed like Toby the Wigway or Kanye. They the only two. Mint green. Yep. Is this safe? Is all one color?
I know ain't no green. I know ain't nothing over there mint green. Ain't nothing mint green.
Nah, it's the Andes Candies gang. They don't play. Shit ain't sweet over here, man.
So that was fire that they had after Mary J. Blige, and then Mary J. Blige was singing, and then they brought Kendrick Lamar, and then they had Eminem up there, and they told Eminem, well, first of all, I feel like I didn't do Kendrick Lamar justice. His whole set was fire.
Yes,
And of
per
course,
the usual.
he's
Please bless
going
us with an album when you get a chance.
one more. I know
K-Dot.
you want to retire. Just
No,
give me
I
one
ain't.
more, brother.
No. I ain't asking for one more. I'm already struggling with the fact that Outkast and Andre probably never gonna come with an album. Kendrick, you ain't disappearing, dog. I will come find you. I'm not leaving me here with J. Cole forever, man. I'm not listening to this dude rap about folding his girlfriend's underwear for the rest of my life. I'm not doing it.
Oh man. Karis LeVert came in cooking. But with where was I at? Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar did his thing, and then Eminem came out there and they told Eminem not to kneel as a shot to Colin Kaepernick, which if you tell somebody not to kneel, you know that they're gonna kneel, especially Eminem.
I hate to take it here again so quickly, but why is he the only person who can do this? When so many ironies that have happened. The white dude is the person who actually gets to kneel at halftime. If anybody else did that, they'd be excommunicated from life. But it's Marshall. I guess sometimes you just got to have the one person who can do it. So there's that.
And his set was cool. You know, lose yourself. So I read somewhere somebody said on Twitter, "Lose yourself" is like the white people's version of dreams and nightmares.
And it is. And I think that's a compliment. I think that's a compliment for both.
Yep, it was fire. And the fact that they had Anderson .Paak on the drums was even more fire because he was killing it. What was that? Clint Capella? Sorry, guys. I'm watching the game too, and we are literally blowing the game as usual. So then after Eminem performed, Dre, I really thought when they did California Love and they had everybody crip walking on stage and all that stuff, and they had the lowriders and everything, I thought they were going to bring out the Tupac hologram.
Yeah, I think that they probably had that queued up, but once everybody was kind of abreast, they were like, let's probably not do that. Let's keep this. This ain't the time to offend people, especially not black people. This is y'all one. Let's not mess this up. Let's just keep it safe. While we here also did add the hashtag keep Calvin Ridley lifted in prayer. That's been added to the list.
So that was fire, man. I loved how LA was super LA, and it was definitely an homage to Dre. As like the is Drake not Godfather, but like
he's just the man. He's universally.
He's like the
universally respected.
Yeah,
you don't have to be like. You don't have to be like I'm the overarching greatest of all time. No, I'm billionaire Dr. Dre. I don't need to explain anything else.
Yeah, and it further shows me how it's so much different, like out of the South, because, and I don't want to do this. I don't want to shortchange anybody else, but Atlanta could have done this. Atlanta could have done this. You could have had Outkast. You could have had T.I. You could have had Ludacris. You could have had. There's enough artists that you could have done a show with a lot of Atlanta artists.
So now I'm gonna put you on the spot here. Name your five. Name your Atlanta five.
Atlanta 5?
Yep. Super Bowl 5.
Who would perform at the Super Bowl for me for Atlanta? Well, I mean, Dungeon Family is going to take 3 spots, like really 4, like because you got to have the features. You got to have Outkast, which is Outkast count as 1?
Yes.
Okay, Outkast featuring, and when you bring Outkast, then you're gonna bring Sleepy Brown and you're gonna bring Killer Mike. You gotta have them. I'm gonna say Dungeon Family. How about that? Dungeon Family would be 1. That would be fire. God, that would have been fire. I would have T.I. up there. That would be 2. You gotta have Ludacris. That would be 3. Lil Jon would be 4.
Usher.
Yeah. Usher, because then you got Love in This Club and all that stuff with Usher and Lil Jon. Usher. Yeah, you have Usher. But the thing about Atlanta is like, how you gonna have that without Migos? Like you of right now, you gonna have like Migos.
That they had. Oh, I guess Kendrick is
Gotta have.
there.
Yeah, I'm about to say Migos is would be Kendrick. The time frame.
And you probably there's no way you're not. There's no way that Lil Baby's not on that list either. It's not a.
So this is woohoo! Future Vandross. Like, there's no way you don't have Future or Gucci or Jeezy. Like,
nah. See, okay, nah.
So now you're asking me to really think about this 5. I don't have a 5. Okay. It's got to be Dungeon Family because they got they them dudes. Got to have T.I., Ludacris.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you right now.
And you gotta have Gucci.
So this is the thing.
Maybe not.
I hate Ludacris as a rapper. But
take Ludacris off.
You can't. You want to know why? Because you wrote "Welcome to Atlanta."
Yep.
But Ludacris, literally one song. Go ahead, and you know what? Get it started and get your ass on out of there. So mine would be Ludacris, Migos, Lil Baby, Outkast, Usher.
So you leave Jeezy off.
Been left off.
So the funny thing is with this list though, you don't have to really leave anybody off. Because you bring out Lil Jon. Lil Jon is a producer, so he's gonna do Usher, Love in the Club. Gonna have with that features Jeezy. Lil Jon has a song with T.I. Lil Jon. Then you bring out Outkast. Outkast is gonna bring out all of Dungeon Family, which includes Killer Mike, which includes CeeLo Green, which includes Goody Mob.
No, because then you got to break down the songs that come with it.
You don't have many songs. You would have to. It would be a medley. You would have that's all you could do.
Yes, but okay. So Ludacris first. Welcome to Atlanta. Kickoff. I hate it, but mandatory.
Man, I wouldn't even do that at halftime. I would do that at pregame. Like that would be the Welcome to Atlanta pregame before the festivities.
Oh, you know what? That is probably way better. That is the right answer. So you don't even have to see Ludacris at halftime. I can't tell you how.
Yes, you can. You're telling us right now. You really hate him.
I don't hate him as a person. I think Chris Bridges is probably an excellent human, but his music,
yes,
awesome. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Outkast, you're probably doing. I would want to do something like Rosa Parks.
Yeah, and feature a black band.
Yeah, and then Bombs Over Back.
Spodio the Dopalicious and Spodio the Dopalicious.
Too slow. That's Usher's got to do the singing part. So yeah,
that would be you wouldn't do the whole song. That would be like a transition or entrance, or transition into something.
Yeah, you're right. You could start that,
or a transition, and then after that you would have Lil Jon, and you bring out Jeezy or whatever. Then you bring out
leave Jeezy at home.
Then you bring
a kid to take
Usher.
Care of.
Like all these dudes. You got Usher.
Lil but I'm talking about like Jeezy just had like he has an infant. I wouldn't do Love in the Club. I would do
Either way, whatever song that includes them. So you left T.I. off of me.
You're right. That Cliff does. Cliff got to be in there.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you're right. I would have T.I. come after Lil Jon and Usher to like end the joint. Or you have T.I. before Lil Jon. One of them two got to end it. And Outkast, or T.I. or Lil Jon started, and then
no. You're only ending this thing with Lil Baby.
No, you're ending this with Outkast.
Man, Andre's not staying that long. He's not staying to the end.
He's staying on. He's not going to be on the show. Like he's not going to be out at the beginning. You would start out with like Lil Jon or T.I. Then you would go like whatever we say, Migos, and then you would go Outkast to end it.
You're not. Outkast is not closing out. They're gonna want to go something recent at the very end. But I mean, this is all hypothetical. But yeah, I'm definitely closing out with something. And yeah, definitely something more recent.
Yeah, But all in all, man, the Super Bowl halftime was fire. I do not rate it as the top Super Bowl thing, Super
Top
Bowl
three, not
halftime
three.
show, but it definitely is top 5 for sure. I don't know if it passed Prince or Michael Jackson, to be honest. It was better than The Weeknd, and we had a dispute in the group where they said you got to have hits to perform the halftime show, and because it was a debate we had, Janet Jackson versus Usher, who has more hits, and they said Janet Jackson headlined halftime show, so she's better than Usher for doing that because Usher only was featured. And I was like, no, that's not true. For one, that's goal posting. But I thought about something. So if that's your logic, that means you think that Bruno Mars is better than Usher? Because Bruno Mars headlined the halftime show. And
I am
Usher
not,
has not.
man. Usher will sweep the floor with Bruno Mars. You can move to Mars and still not. Boy, man, hell no. But just no, I just let people be wrong in their own. Just be wrong as hell, bro. You wrong.
Yeah.
It's Usher. USHER.
No, I know, not Usher versus Janet. You're right.
OND.
It's Janet. But in terms of that, yeah, Usher
Yes.
better than Bruno. All right, man. Well, with that being said, we are finished with the pregame. We got all the lists ready. We about to get into some HBCU news, NFL news, where we kind of talk about the Super Bowl, as well as Kyler Murray just apparently about to purge the Cardinals. A little bit of football, and then some basketball and our splashes of the week. Y'all stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen.